Hi guys, I'm Michelle, this is my wheelchair Betty, and you're watching Rebelwheels NYC, and I'm all super giddy because yesterday was the NYC Disability Pride Parade. Initially, in theory, I was excited to go, but I was like physically also kind of like low to moderate spoons. But I figured, let's just go because it's like once a year, and because I was like low to moderate spoon level opposed to like low spoons, I did have the option of technically pushing it. So at first when I got to Union Square, just like too loud. When I left my apartment that morning, I had already had like kind of a low level like sensory overload, like sensory issue situation. So by the time I got there, it was just like we had kind of reached like a high level of like sensory overload. Because if it's low level sensory overload, I can kind of work with that. When it's high level, it's just no. No bueno. Which, by the way, it's not like I get anxious. It's kind of like, it's like light, sound, and energy are just like really loud and amplified. And then on top of that, it's like there's this delayed processing of information. Thankfully, I know myself enough where I can recognize that when I am at that point, that I should not try to like push it. I should just go find a quiet spot. So that's what I ended up doing. I was like, all right, let's just head down the parade path, because that way I'll be able to get really some photos when people come down the parade path. Yeah, I mean, I have my little press pass here from like my days of Occupy Wall Street. So I was carpe diem, sit in the road, take photos.
Happy Pride! Woo!
And what's really awesome is that I ended up seeing some people that I know. I saw my friend Israt, and she is actually volunteering to do some really lovely, intricate henna artwork on people's arms and hands. I also saw Miss Wheelchair New York, Jessica. She made an appearance. I met Karen for the first time. We know each other from a video game. That's her service dog, Aria. This is Shadow, who I haven't seen in ages, and it was really awesome to catch up and be goofy and be like glorious, easily amused nerds. There were some kind of like weird parts to the parade. Yeah, I wasn't really sure why the police band was in the parade, let alone starting the parade. And maybe they had some disabled people in the NYPD. That's totally possible, but if not, I wasn't really sure why that was happening. There's also the sign that said, "See the person, not the disability." When I saw that sign, I was kind of like, because it's like, is that disability pride? It's like, what's wrong with seeing my disability? It exists. I'm in a wheelchair, and there's nothing wrong with like seeing it. I think the problem is that there's this negative connotation of a disability where by default I am inferior. I think that's the problem. Ableism is the problem, not that people are seeing my disability. What do you think? Put your comments in the comment section. This person was telling me and Shadow that the Disability Pride Parade in England is this really kind of radical and political. And thus, visiting the New York City Pride Parade, which is it's just fairly commercial and has corporate sponsors, was kind of weird to experience. But overall, it was a really awesome time. That being said, here are the rest of the photos that I took. Normally, I would only like put a handful of photos in these kind of videos where I kind of like report on parades and whatnot. I want to include all of them because for me, it's just so beautiful to see so many beautiful disabled people in one spot. And because every day I experience some form of social and or systemic ableism, to have this one half-day period where I didn't experience ableism,